So you spoke about Monica O'Darling. Now, that film was made only for Netflix. The kind of promotions it had was as though, a big Bollywood theatrical release film had. How is that possible? Who does that? Is it Netflix or is it the filmmakers? Whose responsibility is it, and how do they do it?
It is Netflix's responsibility because the project has been greenlit by Netflix. So the money is spent by Netflix and they account for that right at the time they greenlight the project. So if they apportion a budget for the making of the film, that this is the budget given to you, they also earmark a budget for the promotion. So right at the beginning, they apportion amounts for the making, for the cast, for the promotion, for the marketing, etc. So it's not a difficult call because they do it right at the start. It is not an afterthought. And as I said, it will have to be spent by Netflix.
Okay. So one last question. It's a question that has been spoken about in the North, in the South. Are high tickets of prices the reason for box office numbers to be low? Because we saw what happened on the National Films Day. So, there were people came in huge numbers. Do you think reducing the film's ticket prices could change things at the box office?
I've been a proponent of differential cinema ticket pricing since a long time. You can't have the same ticket rate for a Shah Rukh Khan, an Amin, or a Salman Khan starrer as for a newcomer's film. But somehow multiplexes are reluctant to change their ticket prices. Even if they change it only marginally. But how can a newcomer compete at the same price with an A-list actor? So I think if ticket prices were brought down, it would help in augmenting the box office collections. But there is a proviso. It isn't as if the ticket rates were low, all kinds of content will work. We saw even on the National Cinema Day, where Brahmastra's ticket sales increased, the footfalls for Brahmastra increased manifold, and the film did phenomenally well on that day. A new release like Chup, R. Balki's Chup, it did not benefit much from the low ticket prices because the content was bad. So it boils down to first having compelling content, then everything else works and helps collections increase. So ticket prices are a big factor for low collections, but just because the ticket prices will be low, every film will start working or there will be more successes. I don't agree with that. The content, if it is good, low ticket prices definitely can augment the box office collections. There will be more footfalls because a lot of people can't afford, and if they have to see 4 and 5 films in a month, they have to be very choosy because they have only that much of a budget. So if the ticket prices are not brought down, instead of 4 or 5 films, they will probably see only 2 films because at that budget which they have apportioned, they can afford only 2 films. So in that sense, yes, ticket prices are on the very higher side.
Subscribe to the Federal's YouTube page for more interesting updates.